I'm going to play some Star Wars. I'm going to play some John Williams' Across the Stars. And the reason for this is it's a great piece for demonstrating phrase shape, phrase continuity, phrase momentum. This idea of taking a breath and just keeping that air going until the end of the phrases. Why this is important is this is one of the defining characteristics between an advanced player and, say, an intermediate level player, is the ability to shape the phrases. If you do not have energy through the phrase and then come away at the end and taper out the phrases, you're just playing notes on a page at that point. You want to get that expressiveness. So let's see what I can pull off with the microphone in front of me. So this is Across the Stars. So it's the love theme from Attack of the Clones, and it sounds a little bit like this. Now, did you notice I breathed once? Well, I breathed at the beginning and I breathed in the middle. There was quite a few bars to play. Notice how all the notes were all joined together. If I became quiet, I held a quiet volume of version of that note. So have a listen again. Notice how also I'm pushing through some phrases. Dum 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 da da dum dum dum. Pushing. I'm putting air through it. I'm using my stomach muscles to push through phrases. See this? I'm using my gut muscles, so abs here, to control volume, to control dynamic, to control the push, to control the strong peak part of the phrases. So it's almost like a squeeze box, or think of like a really solid spring, and you're just compressing it, releasing it, compressing it, releasing it. So this thing is incredibly physically demanding. If you just stick some air through it with a soft reed and a whole bunch of, you put your fingers down, some notes come out. But if we really want to try phrases and expression and shape, it's a little bit like how I'm talking right now. I'm putting emphasis on words, and I continue through the end of my sentence, and then we have a full stop. Music is exactly the same. So let's go a little bit further on where it gets a bit more expansive. So I didn't breathe at all. I probably should have breathed in the middle somewhere, but you can hear how the music just keeps on going. Now this is played by the strings, and strings don't have to breathe. So we have to create that effect with a wind instrument. But again, notice how I'm sneaking in the phrases and then relaxing. Sneaking in the phrases, building, and then relaxing. The air is still there, but it's so quiet, but it's still there. So I'm pushing now. I'm physically sticking velocity through this mouthpiece to project through the middle peaks of the phrases, to the peaks of those phrases. Okay, so where's some other part? So let's go to this, the more, I think it's like the middle part of the piece. Now this is hard because we're jumping all over the place. But let me go slowly for a moment. You can see I'm now pushing with the stomach to project through those notes. So we sneak in real quiet. relax. Okay, so I'm running about out of air a bit, but this is working all the time. We back away. And that's pretty much phrase shape in a nutshell. Sure, there's a whole bunch of elements like what does the embouchure do, how do you attack the reed, and all this kind of stuff. But this demonstration is more about airflow and just demonstrating really without too much explanation of it that there's a huge amount of physicality required here, and if it's not there, you'll just the energy that is lost, it will just sap it, and it will all come out quiet, and it will just simmer. You'll never really project, and you got to ultimately be like a singer with an instrument stuck in their mouths.